Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ahorangi Starchild and I am New Zealand based. This is a pick a deck reading. Has my person truly moved on? This is for people in no communication. This is for the one that got away, that one person that's always kind of like sitting there in the back of your mind, and you just kind of, when you know, at odd times you might find your mind wandering in their direction, wondering how they are, and if they ever think of you, and what their situation is. Have they truly moved on? Do they not have any feelings for you? Do they not think of you at all? Is it like, is this it? Is this it? Is this truly well and truly over and done with? Okay, am I the only one who thinks of this person? So I'm just going through my decks, giving them a quick shuffle. So while I introduce myself and go through the whole repertoire, have a look and see which deck you are drawn to. These are all Rider-Waite decks in their various designs. The first deck here is the Radiant Rider-Waite, and I mark that with a key. Hopefully this is the key to success or the key to freedom. I don't know where this key goes, but anyway, that's the key. I have my original Rider-Waite with a obsidian pendulum. Then I have my golden tarot, the Rider-Waite, marked with a glass heart. And then I have my very first Rider-Waite tarot deck that I bought back in South Africa back in 2003. Okay. And so this deck is very, very special to me. I also want to draw some Romance Angels Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue on these cards to bring in extra guidance. And this one is marked by a lady in prayer. And my camera's not there. By a lady in prayer. Okay, so it's not going to focus. Anyway, so below my video you will find links where you can contact me for readings. My website at the moment is under construction. I'm making changes. And there is a donation button if you donate to me. Thank you for valuing me. Thank you for valuing my time. The funds donated to me goes to acquiring decks, goes to paying for my internet, and my time that I take out from doing readings to be able to put this information out there. Okay, so without further ado, take your time, pick your deck, and I'm just trying to find my Romance Angels cards here. I thought I was a bit more organized. Pick a deck. I also have timestamps below where you can forward to your reading. What else do I need to say? If the situation in this reading doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. Don't try to make it fit. And I will try and read, describe the scenario of the connection that you're thinking of. I'll try to give a description of your person. When the information comes through, it can be flipped, reversed, put it where it fits. If it doesn't fit at all, as I said, don't try and make it fit. Please give me feedback on these readings. If you're a first time viewer and you like this video, please click like. If you like my style, please subscribe and click the bell at the bottom right hand corner of this video. It will notify you of any other videos that I'll be publishing. Okay, let's start. Thank you for watching. Thank you for all my subscribers who's recently subscribed. I love reading for you. I love bringing these messages and guidance. And so any feedback that you give me is valuable. I love spending time with my soul family in cyberspace all over the world. This is your key, the key to success. So the question is, has my person totally moved on? Do I ever cross their mind in any point in time? Has my person moved on? Do they perhaps stalk me on Facebook, Instagram? Do they go to the places that we used to spend time together? Okay. Are you ready? We'll look into your person's situation. I'm just tuning in. I feel like someone's holding their breath, like they are, like this moment is something that is so important that they, how do I say it? They naturally just sort of tense up and hold their breath when it comes to their person. Like there was a surprising, element of surprise in their connection. And when I shuffled that card that swiftly showed itself was a Six of Cups. So this was experienced by the viewer as a soulmate connection. Does my person think of me? Have they totally moved on? We have the Star, so I do feel like there's a sense of recovery after there might have been a bit of a turmoil. And I feel like either you or your person is someone who is in the public eye, that they might have been on television or media, or they are very they acknowledged or known of in the community, or on an international level. They might have their own YouTube channel. They are on social media. They might have been on radio or on television. I see this as someone who is a star, okay? Someone who has been recognized or seen, and who is quite famous in their own right. This could be because of their work. The type of work that they do might put them in the spotlight. And I feel like there's a sense of recovery. After a period, there might have been some disagreements between the two of you. That's why you're not together. But I feel like your person they're coming out on the other side concerning the disagreements and the turmoil that you experienced in your connection. So this is movement. I feel like your person might have even moved away from the place where you stay. Maybe you're not in the same geographical sharing the geographical space. Maybe they moved to a different city, maybe they moved to a different neighborhood, maybe they moved to a different country, or even like if you're in New Zealand, they could have moved to, if you're South Island, they might have moved to North Island, and if you're North Island, they might have moved to South Island, but they see them crossing water. They might have even moved to Australia if you are New Zealand based, or if you're in Australia, might have moved to New Zealand. But I also feel like your person is recovering from the turmoil once again, that the situation around them, between the two of you, is calming down. I feel like you did deal with conflict in this situation, and that is also fading away. Your person's angels and their guides and their spiritual path is helping them to move forward in their life. Okay, so the question is, have they moved on from you? These control issues, I feel like they are trying to move on. They are trying to move on. They have options. But I feel like your situation that had happened between the two of you, that your person is still digesting the very fast changes that had happened between the two of you. I feel like your person has developed some control issues. We do have the Emperor here. in the way that they want things done. There's healthy boundaries here. And I feel like your person is looking to, you know, like there's opportunities to move forward and to step through open doors, but because of these two of wands facing this way, I feel like your person's attention, even though there might not be, maybe there's no communication, but we still have the Knight of Swords here. So I feel like whatever communication there is sometimes very short, very to the point, non-committal, someone who's very kind of standoffish because they're trying to establish their healthy boundaries, and they're still digesting the carnage and the shock and the breakdown of the connection that you used to have, trying to move to warm to calmer waters, trying to calm their mind considering the conflict. I feel like there was quite a bit of conflict here, and but they are, I don't feel like they have totally moved on yet. I feel like there is unfinished business here, simply because this two of wands, even though your person has you know, is facing this way, the card is facing this way, there is a certain amount of focus on the self. They are focusing on themselves, and they're trying to digest the conflict and the words that was spoken, and how the reality between the two of you changed, that they're trying to digest this. I don't feel like your person has moved on. I feel like they are still stuck in that situation. They might even look for closure because we have the star there. So the star is someone who doesn't have closure yet. They're still learning about this relationship and about this connection. I want to draw one more card. So we have the Page of Cups coming in. So there might be an apology. There might be something small coming forward in time in the way of messages to help things calm down so that both of you can move forward. But I do feel like this connection is finished. There is apologies coming forward, but I feel like there's more a sense of closure here, wanting to finish off with things because it didn't work out on the first round. Or if it is something that came around, I don't see that there's any second chances here, but I feel like your person does think of you. You are in their mind. The situation that they had to deal with is on their mind. They're processing the information, they're processing the conversations that took place. They want to move forward, they want to take opportunities to move on from this, but I feel like there is still one small conversation that needs to take place in the way of an apology so that the two of you can put it behind you and move on. Okay, Ten of Swords is about totally finished with something. Totally finished with this situation. Okay. So, past life relationship, I did say that it was a soulmate, or that there was a feeling that this is my soulmate. You have known each other before in a previous life. Okay, one more card. I feel like I want to have one more card here, please. Sometimes I jump out, sometimes I gotta pull one. Okay, passion. So I feel like there was a lot of passion here. It's allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Okay, so I feel like there was a lot of passion. This is a past life relationship. There's a reason why you are watching this video. There's a reason why things haven't settled down. I feel like both of you are still on each other's mind. I feel like you still remember the passion and how this relationship used to be. If this relationship, if there's someone, there's still attraction here. So you know, with these cards coming out, I still feel like perhaps you're not quite done with each other yet. Even though we have the Ten of Swords here, there is a possibility that you can still have a conversation to mend the fences, because there is a lot of chemistry, there's a lot of passion. um if you feel like you are done with the situation and you want to move on from this, then I feel there is definitely a beautiful loving, passionate relationship that is still going to come your way. There is love on the horizon for you, whether it's with this person going back for a second round, even though I don't see that, or whether it is with another passionate partnership coming in for you. So I hope that answers your question. Is your person thinking of you? Yes, they are. They're still digesting the carnage and the chaos of what had happened in the breakdown of your relationship. They still think about the conversations and things that were said in the heat of the moment, and they are kind of, getting to the end of learning the lessons that needed to be learned in this connection with you. I feel like either one of you feel like you still want to take an opportunity to apologize and set things right before you fully move on from this connection. So I hope that answered your question. Thank you for joining me. Please give me feedback. I love to hear from you. I love to connect with you. Have a beautiful day. Light and love. Okay, so our next deck is my person thinking of me. Even though we're not in communication, even though we're not together, have they fully moved on? Do I cross their mind? Do they stalk me on my Facebook, my social media? Do they visit places where we used to spend time together? Okay, so thank you for being patient while I go through my processes, tuning in with you and your person. With this information coming through, please remember it can be flipped, reversed. If it doesn't fit, it doesn't fit. There will be a storyline. Has my person moved on? Do I cross their mind? Do they think of me in any way, shape, or form? I feel your person has you on block, that they feel like they don't want to speak to you, they don't want anything to do with you. Might have blocked you on social media like Facebook. They might have been giving you a lot of resistance in this connection, that they are very adamant in keeping you at a distance. So your person, I feel, has moved on because we have the Death card here. Or, how do I say it? I feel like they're wanting to move on here. They're tired of having to block and resist and putting up there. They're tired of dealing with a situation. They want to end the situation of having to defend themselves all the time, or feel like they have to defend their space, defend their life, and saying no. So someone might be stalking someone, definitely, even though there is a block here, and even though someone is finishing off with a situation, I feel like another party, this could be you, if you are the one who's missing your person, you might try to go onto their social media. Even if they have blocked you, there are other ways to go and have a look around. This person might be blocking you because they feel like you are snooping around, or they feel watched. They could have a little bit of a might be feeling paranoid that someone is watching them. But this is also someone who could just be driving past your house. So does your person think of you? I feel like they're resisting, but you are persisting. You are showing up in this reading because you're asking, do they show interest? And the reason why you're watching this is because you are stalking them. Maybe, oh, there's some serious stalking going around. There's someone going in stealth mode, doing sneaking around, and there's someone who's totally just really blocking everything, and saying, I don't want anything to do with this person whatsoever, because there has been this kind of stalkerish behavior in the past. They feel paranoid. Okay, so we have competition, and I feel like the reason why this person, your person, has put you on block is because there's competition. There's other people that is vying for your person's attention. I also feel that this is a card of conflict. They blocked you because there was conflict, a conflict of interest, not necessarily a conflict in the way of, having words, but maybe you're just not speaking the same language, you're not sharing the same vibes. It's like there's this restless kind of energy where things just don't gel. I do feel like your person has moved on. They're looking in a different direction to invest long term. They want to invest in their future. They see the landscape of their life, and they want to move forward and invest in something that is long term. I feel like your person has gone through a major transformation, that your person was more than likely don't see you or the life that they used to have with you, if you even did have a relationship at all. I don't feel like your person is even the same person, because they're looking at life through different perspectives because of that card. And I feel like your person might even be a Scorpio, because death is Scorpio ruled. Your person could also have fire in their chart, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. There's some air here as well. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy, and then we have the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. So I feel like your person is wanting to create stability and security in their life, and they've moved on from a situation where there was conflict or potential conflict of interest, dishonesty. There might have been someone telling them half truths or not fully the truth. And I also feel like their attention is elsewhere. It's their attention is definitely not with you. So we have the Three of Swords coming in here, and I feel like truths were spoken. The conversations that needed to be had was said, even though it might have hurt tremendously the way that this relationship didn't work out. Maybe your person wasn't 100% truthful with you when they were in a connection with you, and you felt maybe deceived in some way, shape, or form, because there's deception, there's betrayal. Someone wasn't 100% honest in this setup, whether it was you not giving all the information or your person not giving all the information. I feel like the truth was spoken. Okay, the heartache was had, and if you would try to invest energy with this person, that there's more heartache coming. Okay, so does your person think of you? I think they do, but in a more like in a paranoid fashion, and they would. It's like a memory hanging around that they really don't want, so I and that's just the way the cards fall. I'm sorry, it's not a very positive reading, but I'll do your love and romance cards. Your person really, even if you do sneak up on them, they put up the barriers and say, I don't want to think of that person. So there's new love coming for you. Okay, I do feel like there's a new love and truth and honesty coming for you. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So if a new person has already stirred your romantic feelings, focus on that person rather than the past. Focus on the potential of a long-term committed partnership with someone who's loyal, stable, and knows how to has some stickability. That's what I see. And I also see with this Three of Swords that it's a relationship based on speaking the truth from the heart even though it hurts. So someone who is strong enough to be able to handle the words that you need to say however you need to say them. Someone who won't take it personally, but someone who can stand by your side even though you are one who speaks your truth and who doesn't get offended easily. Okay, so I feel like that's a new love that is coming in for you, potentially an earth sign or someone who is very loyal, stable, and wants to invest with you long term. So your person, if you do sneak into their mind, they most probably block you in their mind. So now I don't want to think of this person anymore. And I feel like they have moved on. They have gone through a huge transformation and most probably not 100% the same person that you used to know. So please give me feedback on this reading. Thank you for joining me for another reading. And I'd love to connect with you. It was a bit of a sad reading, so I would like to know how this finds you. Thank you very much. I wish you a beautiful day, good luck, and best wishes with the new love that's coming into your life. Light and love. Okay, so our next one is our little red heart. Okay. And this is my golden tarot. So the question is, do I ever cross my person's mind? Have they totally moved on? Totally forgotten about me? What are they busy with? What are they doing? Do they still have feelings for me? Potentially, is there a chance of getting back together maybe? Do I ever cross their mind? The one that got away. The one that got away. My person, the one that I still have feelings for. I feel like for some of the people watching this, there's more than just a sense of curiosity. This is, you still truly have feelings for your person, and you think of them often, every day. Okay. Oh, I feel the most horrendous heartache. Someone is really missing their person, and they just, maybe you even with someone else right now, in a different, in a relationship with someone else, and you are just wondering, does my person still think of me? Let's have a look. Please do some work on your heart chakra. Practice some self-love, self-care. Go out in the sun. Sun is rules Leo, which is the heart. Does my person think of me? Yes. Yes, they do. They do. They do. I feel like your person could potentially be a Libra person because we do have justice here. Could just be an air sign, Libra, Aries, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, but mostly Libra, and Libra is ruled by Venus. We also have the Magician here. So the Magician is someone who manifests, standing in his power, knowing that they are the person who brings about the creation of their life. I feel like your person is someone with a Midas touch, a very knowledgeable person, a person that likes to be fair, likes to be just, who's very intellectual, looks at life in an intellectual way, needing the facts, very much like Libra, weighing pros and cons, trying to look at a situation from both sides and trying to make the right decision for everyone involved. So I kind of feel like with you wondering, does my person think of me? Yes, they do. And they often wonder if the decision that they had made was the right one. They still have passion for you. There's a brand new fresh start for your person. At the moment, if you're not in communication, there is a new start in their life. There's a new cycle starting in their life. They might be caught up in a karmic situation where they had chosen someone else over you, and this had brought them to a situation where they are truly, well and truly legally bound to this karmic person. So this is Capricorn energy. They've taken on extra responsibility. They might even have Capricorn in their charts. Might have a bit of fire in their chart as well. They do think of you. We have the Ten of Cups, which is a big yes. Even though they are happy, I feel like they are happy in their current situation, but you often cross their mind. And they're wondering about the choice that they made, if the choice that they made was the right one. Even though they are happy, they still feel tied to you in some way, shape, or form. The past relationship, there's still a tie there, an energetic tie. It's like they've moved forward in their life. They might have even gotten married, living with another soulmate or a karmic partner, but they often wonder if the decision that they made was the right one. They think about the potentials because the magician is about the potential in life. They think about the potential and the possibility of how things could have been with you. They realize that at this point in time they are in a situation where they're very fortunate, and they have the house, they have the children, they have the happy situation. But with the Ten of Cups, everything isn't perfect. He's starting to see the imperfections of the situation that he finds himself in, and that is why your person, he or she, is often wondering if they had made the right decision. So their focus is on work. I feel like at times when they really doubt their decisions that they made, that they would just focus on work, they become a workaholic. But also they think of you while they are at work. Okay, so we have a big storm coming through here. That's what you hear at the moment. There's a big storm. I'll draw you some love and romance cards. Your person most definitely thinks about you. We have so many yes cards here. It's unbelievable. I'd say you're often on their mind. They think of you often. They think of you fondly. They think of you, as someone who's very fair. So for him, it says, give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. So that is also what he's thinking, is like, I've made this choice to be with this karmic person. So it's about working on that relationship, however imperfect it might seem at this point in time. Your person is still willing to put in the work with his current person. He feels the responsibility and taken all the legal actions to make it a legal partnership. One more card. So there's two coming out. One is honeymoon. So it says enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So maybe you feel, you are on holiday at this point in time. Maybe your person comes to you in the memory of remembering the holidays and the good times that you did spend together. Maybe you'll be traveling to a place in your holiday where you and your person used to spend time together. And I also feel like this could be vice versa. Maybe your person is traveling to places where you, the two of you, used to spend time together if you were in a relationship in the past. So, soulmate, I feel like you definitely feel like this is your soulmate, and yes, it is a soulmate contract. Um, so they do think of you because there's that connection. I don't feel like either one of you have totally broken the connection, so you are often on their mind, you cross their mind often, and they think of you fondly. They remember all the good times that you used to spend together. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please give me feedback. I love reading for you. Have a beautiful day. Light and love. Okay, so our last pick a deck with a lady in prayer. I wonder why she doesn't want to focus. Anyway, this is about my partner. Is my partner my person thinking of me at all? Do I cross their mind at any point in time? So we have a big storm coming through here. Please bear with the extra noise against the window. So this one is flipping over. Does your person think of you? I feel in a way, yes. Yes, they are. Even though they do find themselves in a happy situation, a fairly happy situation. They know that it's not perfect, but they feel like they can work with it. I feel when they think of you fondly. They remember all the good times that you used to spend together. They remember the happiness. They remember the kind of like, even though it's not a dreamy card, but you used to talk about, what if you bought a house? What if you had children? What if? You used to have those conversations. And they think of that. But they could also just focus on their current situation with their family. I'll get us other cards to get more information. Okay. Ooh. So I feel like your person is someone who's really, really into being truthful, could potentially be an air sign. So that's a Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Someone who likes to see both sides of a situation. Someone who's very cerebral, likes to have the facts, really good with words. They can be cutting with their words on the downside, but they have a very objective and intellectual way looking at life. And I feel like your person is very mature, could potentially have dark hair, and they have a vast amount of knowledge. So someone is spying. This could be you spying on their social media, or they could be spying on your social media. Someone is keeping their eye on someone. Okay, and I feel like there's a bit of a distance geographically between the two of you. Maybe you even used to travel to see each other, travel to spend time together in the past. Um, but I also feel like the reason maybe why you're not together now with each other is because someone wasn't being, how do I say it, 100% truthful in your connection. Like they didn't tell you everything. They didn't tell you everything about how they felt. They had an immaturity concerning their emotions, because we have the Ten of Cups here, but combined with the Page of Swords. With the King of Swords lying in an what do we call it, in the challenging position, I feel like your person didn't have the ability to express their emotions, because with the chariot is ruled by Cancer. So there's a strong Cancerian type of energy here. I feel like your person might have moved away, moved to a different town, to different city, or different country. and that they're protecting themselves emotionally, and your person struggle to express themselves emotionally, but you are a natural curious person, so you tend to go on the social media or speak to friends or try to get information in some way, shape or form concerning your person. So we have the wounded warrior here. Someone has been in the wars, whether this is you and your person, who had gone around the block a couple times with conflict. But I also feel like if your person is the one, or if you are the one with the inability to communicate communications, that is most probably the biggest contributor to the fact that you've been through the wars. Not really good with handling conflict, or how do I say it? It's almost like an inability to relate properly, which is forever creating situations of conflict, because there's not good and clear communication. So someone has been suffering quite a bit, and someone had to put up healthy boundaries. But still, I feel like your person does think of you in spite of everything that was said and done. We have the Six of Pentacles coming up. So I feel like there's a need for balance. There's maybe a need to restore a balance if the two of you are in communication. There is a need to set things right, is what I see. And I see the Nine of Cups. So Nine of Cups, the Cups of Wishes. But this is also someone who likes to spend a lot of time by themselves. I feel like your person is someone who is a little bit of a loner. This could also be you. And even though things didn't work out between the two of you, maybe you're in separation and you're wondering, does my person think of me? Yes, they 100% think of you. They felt like things could have been a little bit out of balance, or that there was also a sense of generosity in your connection. They remember you as a generous person. They remember you as a giving person. They remember you as someone who could potentially have given them a lot of a life of happiness, even though there was challenges. They could also very much aware of the challenges in your connection, but they are quite happy with how things are at the moment. Okay, we have this very satisfied person sitting there by themselves, but it's also the wish card. So if you feel like, or you wished that the communication and the things between the two of you could potentially be different, I feel like there is potential to restore the balance. There's potential to restore the connection between the two of you if that is what you wish for. um Potentially there could be a reconnection by July next year, because we do have the Chariot there, moving forward, moving fast, pursuing their happiness, returning to balance in their life. So there could potentially be, communication once again between the two of you, even though I don't see any cards of reunion per se. I don't see anything of things coming back around again, or situations that ended that's being brought back to life. Maybe you are still in contact with your person and you're just wondering, if they think of you, if there's a possibility to work things out. I do feel like there is a possibility to work things out if you decide to basically grow up and mature and communicate in a mature way, not being ruled by your emotions, but truly looking at the situation as it is, and taking both sides, your side and your person's side, into consideration. Someone's definitely stalking someone else here, and definitely thinking of each other as well. So we have calling in your soulmate. So I feel like with that Nine of Cups there, that you could work out a reunion with your person if that is what you desire, with a collaboration of your angels and guides, the love angels, whoever you perceive that is in charge of your love life, your higher self. You could definitely have your wishes come true there. Passion. I feel like you are going to, or fixing to, manifest yourself a beautiful soulmate, passionate soulmate connection, because that is what you deserve. And maybe you feel like you and your person belong together. I do see that there are possibilities of re-establishing a balanced connection between the two of you. It says flirt. So it's just about being light-hearted. Don't be too serious concerning this. Don't go into heavy. Don't go in, with all the baggage. If you want a brand new fresh start, just focus on that, a brand new fresh start, because after the 10 of Cups comes the Ace of Cups, which is a brand new fresh start in love. And it says extend your light-hearted energy to others. So maybe if you can still communicate to your person, just be light-hearted in your communication, and experience the joy of life, and try and put all of this behind you. So your person definitely thinks of you um, often, and I think happy thoughts, beautiful thoughts. They remember the generosity, and this also calls for trust. Bottom of the deck, trust. Okay, so I hope this answered your question. Thank you for watching. I loved reading for you. Please give me feedback. Have a beautiful day. Light and love.